Do you have a sign shop that also does vehicle wraps? Or are you a vehicle wrap shop that actually is looking for a little bit more easier way to quote your customers? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how you could use ShopVOX in your shop and how easy it's going to be to start doing vehicle wraps.
What is up, everybody? How's everybody doing out there? My name is Peter and I'm with ShopVOX, and in this video we're going to be talking about vehicle wraps. Vehicle wraps, if you're doing it, if you're in a sign business, vehicle wraps has started becoming a necessity, right? A lot of businesses are asking for vehicle wraps out there. But you could also be a vehicle wrap shop and having some difficulty quoting your customers on an efficient manner, right? You might put together that proposal for that Ford Econoline van or that 2007 GMC box, 10-foot box truck, 12-foot box truck, and you're making quotes on each particular vehicle. Well, as you know, ShopVOX is a very impactful tool. It's very resourceful. It allows you to customize your products and materials however you need be. And when I was owning a sign shop, I actually spent a lot of time exploring this opportunity within ShopVOX. I had the privilege of doing vehicle wraps in my businesses, and I've wrapped well over hundreds and hundreds of vehicles in my time. But when I first started, I would have to create that unique estimate for that customer, right? That, you know, my sign shop was going to do a full wrap on a 2005 Ford Econoline. And, you know, maybe it took 5 hours to design, maybe it took 2 hours to design. And ultimately what it was always doing was it was playing a guessing game with the price. I was always playing a guessing game with the price. I could wrap a van for $3,000. I can wrap the same van for $4,000. It never made sense the way I was doing it, particularly because the variables were always changing, right? Did the particular price fit inside the customer's budget? What type of wrap kit was I using? Was I using an Avery wrap kit? Was I using a 3M wrap kit? Was I using an Oracal wrap kit, right? Based off of what I was using, it would always provide the customer with a different price. Was it a full wrap? Was it a half wrap, a 3/4 wrap? Was I wrapping the roof? Was I not wrapping the roof? And then, once you start getting into printed wraps, you start to realize that you're going to get requests for color changing wraps, and maybe you have a color changing wrap facility out there. Maybe you're one of those sign shop owners that does color changing wraps, or maybe you're a shop in general that is doing color changing wraps and paint protection. Well, I'm here to tell you that ShopVOX is a very good resourceful tool for when it comes to getting into it with your quotes. So let's dive into it, shall we? We're going to go right in here, and I'm going to show you the couple of products that I've created inside ShopVOX. I've customized these products. I took some samples that ShopVOX provides and I enhanced them, right? And why are you going to enhance them? What is the purpose of enhancing your products in ShopVOX? Well, for me, I ran a franchise system, so I was working with a lot of individuals that were very new to the business, that had employees that were very new to the business. It was the team's responsibility to provide a solution inside our franchise business, right? So what we had to do was kind of examine what we would do if we were new in the system. So our products provide pictures, our products provide a selection, and it also provides questions that are designed to train the employee or the new business owner on which questions to ask as it pertains to the customer's request of a vehicle wrap. So the purpose of actually programming your own product is not only to get estimates out quickly, but it's also designed as a training tool. Teach your employees, to teach your managers which questions to ask and which answers you need questions to in order to get the customer the answer and the quote that they need in an efficient manner of time. And if you're going to use these products, you'll see just how quickly it will be for you in your shop to quote a customer in your place. All right, so let's dive into it, shall we? So here we are in your typical ShopVOX screen, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go here and add a new line item to my estimate here. Now, let's start with the first one. We're going to type in vehicle wrap. Okay, and this is the product that I built. So let's stop here for a second and let's kind of show you what you have here. So you have a photograph that identifies, for those that don't know what a vehicle wrap is, what it actually is, what the actual product that we're discussing actually is. You have a couple of bubbles down here. You know, it asks you for your area, it asks you for your window perf, it asks you how many hours of design you are going to need for this job. It has a couple of buttons here to push if you actually need the design or if it's going to be a customer supplied artwork, and if the actual job is a rush job. Based off of all of these invitations, the back end of ShopVOX is going to do a calculation. But the calculation is going to be set based off of these required items here. So we have what type of vinyl lamination do you need? We can select the installation complexity. And we can also discuss if window perf is needed, right? You might have those wraps that some customers want it, some don't. If they actually end up taking it, most likely the price of the estimate is going to go up. And then we have here the custom fields, the questions that I want answered. So let's go through this, shall we? So let's just say, for example, we're going to be wrapping here a 2020 Ford E350. Okay. So I'm going to write, Pete's, just type this in here, Pete's Sign Shop is to wrap a 2020 Ford E350. That should be good. All right, now we need to know the area and the square footage of this particular van. Now, what we always like to use here was a tool called the bad wrap. The bad wrap here is a very good, useful tool because what they'll do is they'll provide you a schematic of the vehicle telling you how much square footage is on this vehicle. And now you can actually take a look and see what that looks like here. They'll send you a whole little PDF right there, and it'll tell you all the pieces of the vehicle, all the panels here, and how much square footage is required in each particular panel. You can definitely use a tool like this, like the Wrapulator here from the bad wrap here, and use it back in your particular product here. So let's just say, for argument's sake, we're going to do 300 square feet. That's how much square feet we're going to use to wrap this 2020 E350. Okay. We're going to say that, yes, the customer wants the window perf. So you can go back here and you can see that the actual perf on this is highlighted in a different color, and it's here in this blue. So it'll tell you exactly how much square footage is needed. So we'll just put 50 here. Okay. And yeah, you know what? In this example, I'm going to take 6 hours to design this wrap. Now, automatically, you're going to see the price adjust here to $3.90, and that's going to be because it's calculating only right now the rate that I have in design and the hourly rate that I charge for the design times the 6 hours. So now you're going to start seeing some more calculations be done. So yes, we're going to say yes, we need the design. And now you'll see, okay, I got a 3M product, an Avery product, and an Oracal product. I carry 3 products in my shop. I like to use the Avery product here, so I'm going to use that. Now, that is a predetermined price that I get from my vendor. The material is inputted into ShopVOX as the entire price of the kit, right? The price per square foot for the entire kit. The inks, the laminate, and the 1105 EZRS wrap film. So I'm going to select here if it's an average van, a flat box truck, or a tough job. I think this is an average. So I'm going to just put here average on the wrap installation. And yes, we already said that 50 square foot window perf is needed. So I'm going to put the 50/50 window perf here in this line item. And then I'm going to ask the customer, what type of wraps they're looking for. So in this case, they're looking for a full wrap, but they could have also selected 3/4, half-inch wrap, quarter wrap, an eighth wrap, or a basic wrap. We'll do a full wrap here. And then I'm going to have, okay, well, we have to put the 2020 Ford, and I'm just going to write in here E350. Okay, so I had made this product to select the amount of years, the make and model, the make of the vehicle, and I have to input the model in as a type-in field. Now, I'll want to be able to also describe the vehicle a little bit more. Maybe it's the extended wheelbase. All right. And then I'm going to select all of the panels that I want to wrap here. So I'm going to do passenger side, driver side. I'm going to do the hood. I'm going to do the, let's not do the roof. Let's wrap the cab, and we'll leave the tailgate and trunk. Okay, so these are all of the panels that I'm going to wrap on this particular vehicle. Now, you'll notice here I have an input field that will list the condition of the vehicle, to make sure it doesn't have any dents or dings or any other rust damage. I like to inspect the vehicle before I formally agree to this to this estimate. So in this particular case, I'm just going to say, slightly banged up, has a few rust spots on the driver's side, something like that. Because we want to be compliant, right? We want the customer to sign off on this estimate. And in the second I get their signature, I'm protecting myself because I'm identifying the current damage on the vehicle so that we don't have these questions being asked of us at the very end of the project when I hand deliver the wrap over to the customer. So I'm going to hit save. And now this is one of my favorite pages on ShopVOX, but you get to see everything where it's being calculated, right? So we have 50 square feet of window perf at $14 a square foot. That's $700 for the window perf. $300 square feet at $850 a square foot for the wrap and laminate is $25.50. And I'm charging the customer what appears to be $1,400 to wrap at $4 a square foot at 350 square feet, right? 300 for the wrap, 50 square feet for the perf, totals to 350 square feet in total. I have 6 hours of design time, so that's going to be the aforementioned $390. And I also have here a rush charge. I'm also charging the customer $0 because I didn't select rush charge, but if the customer wanted it done in a timely manner, I would have just toggled on the switch that said, yes, I want it as a rush, and it would have calculated a fixed rate. Or you could also do a percentage. If you want to do a percentage of the total, you could do that as well. So I got a total price here of $5,040. It's going to cost me $2,517. It tells me how much profit I'm making. It tells me how much I'm spending in materials. It tells me how much I'm expecting to spend in direct labor as it pertains to this particular example in vehicle wrap. All right. That right there is just half of it. And you can see how the descriptions are put together. I don't have to type anything in. It gives the customer a very full, detailed picture of what we're doing. We're going to wrap a 2024 E350. It's a full wrap. It's I selected 2019. 2020 Ford E350. It's an extended wheelbase. We're going to wrap these panels, and these are the current conditions of the vehicle. Right? It includes the 6 hours of design time. It gives them the area square footage. It tells them that there's going to be window perf. And it has right here everything that I need to run this quote. I no longer have to actually create a Ford E350 product, a box truck product, a Ford Transit product. These are the commonly wrapped vehicles. I don't have to do that. I can make my vehicle wrap product inside of one product, and it serves the purpose. One of the other things I like most about this is that everything right here is on the right-hand side. It tells me how much profit I'm making. It tells me what the expected sales commission is for my business development managers, and if they sold this wrap. It tells me how much profit percentage, how much margin it was, what the terms of the sale were, who sold it. I have all the details right here inside ShopVOX, just like you would on any particular product. All right, so that's just one of them. Let's go into the next one. Now, the next one, if you're doing vehicle wraps, you might be doing color change vehicle wraps. Now, color change vehicle wraps is very different, although the base programming of this product was built off of this particular vehicle wrap product that we just went over. So let's go over color changing products. So I'm going to type in color changing wraps, and here it is right there. And again, it gives me a nice vibrant picture to correlate with what this actually is, because if I'm new, I don't necessarily know what a color change vehicle wrap is. I mean, it kind of sounds self-explanatory, but you never know. All right. So first and foremost, same thing, right? We need to know the total square footage of the vehicle. You can use a tool like the bad wrap again, and you can get the total square footage right here. So in this particular case, let's do a very similar example here. We're going to wrap a full wrap color change on 2007 Jeep Wrangler. All right, so we're going to say, okay, Pete's Sign Shop is to wrap a 2007 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited. Great. So we're going to select, how many colors am I doing? Am I doing one color? Am I doing two colors? It could be a number of different things, but in this case, we're just going to say one color. We're going to do, let's see, maybe we'll do some sort of army color. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But my 2007 Jeep Wrangler has 250 square feet. This is what a tool like the Bad Wrap will be able to tell you, as I mentioned before. All right. Right off the bat, though, I'm going to ask the customer a couple of questions. Mr. or Mrs. Customer, would you like the door jambs wrapped on your vehicle? Would you like your mirrors wrapped on your vehicle? Would you like your door handles wrapped on your vehicle? And is this a rush job? You have your check boxes right here. So, I like my door jambs wrapped, but not a lot of people do that because of the significant cost difference. If you want your mirrors wrapped, it's going to charge a flat fee per mirror. Obviously, there's two mirrors, so we're going to say a set of mirrors costs $275. That's what I programmed mine to do. If you want the wrap handles done, it's also $275. But if you wanted those door jambs wrapped, I'm programming this product to charge $950 just to do the inner door jambs of your car. But I'm not going to want that. I do want the mirrors wrapped, and I don't want the handles, so I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, so you see these, I guess these are orange circles. These are basically telling me, hey, look, you got some required items here that are going to need your attention. This is what we need to do the programming here. So we have some gloss vinyl category. We have a matte vinyl category. We have a metallic vinyl category. We have satin vinyl, chrome vinyl, carbon fiber vinyl, and then we have to go into installations. So let's just take a look here. Let's look at some of these gloss vinyls. So you have all of the colors that I chose Avery here. I chose to use an Avery color chart when it comes to their wrap films. I like to point this particular product towards a vendor, right? I want my employees to know where they have to go in order to order this vinyl. So when inside the product, when you go towards the back end and you type in color changing wrap, you could actually see that the vendor associated with this particular product is going to be maybe your local vinyl provider. It could also be Fellers. It could also be Avery Direct if you're getting your supplies directly from them. But take a look at some of these pictures. The pictures really do tell 1,000 words. It kind of tells you exactly what color you'll be getting. It's a little way, if you don't have your color swatches in front of you, but you remembered what color the customer wanted, it's right there for you to pick from. Okay, you got some matte vinyls here. You can see that it gives you that little hue to basically distinguish the fact that it's a matte vinyl. And you have all your colors here that are matching with the names of the vendor. Let's go to your metallic vinyls. There's your sparkles. There's your brown metallic, your brushed aluminum, which is very popular around here. You have your brushed steel, your brushed gold, your brushed titanium, your gloss black metallic. You also have your silver, your grays, and your golds. That's very nice because, as you know, if you're doing color changing wraps, you're going to have customers that want your matte colors, your satin colors, your gloss, but you also have your customers that really like the metallics. And for those of you that are doing it, here are your chromes, right? You have your black chrome, your regular blue chrome, your golds, your red chrome, which I think is really super hot, your silver chrome, and if you're a big fan of doing chrome wraps, you can program a product just like this, so that you have all of your particular materials grouped into categories, and that's what you're going to need in order to do these types of groupings, right? You're going to need to make your chrome vinyl category. You're going to need to make your carbon fiber vinyl category, which is next. I got it right here. You have your black carbon fiber and your regular white carbon fiber. And again, you have your drop down to distinguish the complexity of the wrap installation. If it's tough, if it's a little average, or if it's a flat vehicle, it might be a little simpler. And then again, you have your fields here that we are going to want our employees to ask the customer in order to do this job, in order to quote this estimate. So let's do it, right? Let's just do one for fun. So I'm a big fan of mattes. I think if I'm doing a Jeep Wrangler, I really want that green, right? I really want that army-like green. I'm a big green fan. Let's go see if we can find that right here. There it is. Matte green apple metallic. I'm a big fan of that one. So that's the one I'm going to select there. And now you can see the numbers shot right up to 1525. Okay. I'm going to select the average van car. I think that's... You know what? I've been told that to wrap a Jeep Wrangler, it's pretty complex. It's got a lot of hinges, a lot of quirky parts to it. So we'll do that one there. Okay, and now I'm just going to say it's going to be a full wrap. It's a 2007 Jeep. Right, Wrangler. And we're going to say, you know, has some rough spots. It does. On the bottom fender, on the bottom foot rails. Okay, that's about it. And I'm going to select all the panels again. The hood, the passenger side, the driver's side, the tailgate and trunk, the front bumper, the cab, and there you go. Vehicle condition. You know, I'm just going to say right there that look, by signing below, customers agree to the condition of the vehicle. I'm going to say, you know, condition is average, some rough spots, and a few minor dents on the driver door. There you go. Let's just change that. Okay. I'm going to hit save and close, and you're going to see exactly how that line item was portrayed, right? It's going to tell you exactly what the description is of the matte green apple metallic. It's telling you it's the 745M. It's a 3.2 millimeter cast vinyl with built-in protective clear coat layers. No laminate is required. You know, it tells you a little bit more detail that I got straight from the vendor, right? Straight from the person that's going to provide me this product. Right? You could take those description and add it to the actual material description, which is going to tell you that it could show up here in the description. You're telling the customer that it's a tough, complex installation. You're telling them that both mirrors are going to be wrapped, that you're going to have 250 square feet that you need, and you're only choosing one color. It's a full wrap again, 2007 Jeep Wrangler. You're giving them the whole thing right here. You don't have to write in anything. Whether you're new, whether you're a novice, whether you're an experienced vehicle wrapper, you can't tell me that that wasn't fast for you, because I got a quote here to wrap my Jeep Wrangler, $26.50 plus tax, and I can see everything about the job, all the details. I could see how much profit margin I built into it. I could see what the whole job costs, because again, you can't price anything without knowing how much it costs you, right? So everybody, that is vehicle wrapping with ShopVOX. Now, if you have any questions, please leave a comment below. I'd be happy to answer you. Do not forget to like or subscribe, right? Make sure you hit that bell, because you're not going to want to miss any other videos that I do similar to this one. I got a couple of more that are lined up that you're not going to want to miss. This was a good time. I had a great time showing you a little bit of this. If you're interested in knowing how to get these products, shoot me an email. You got my email. It's peterk@shopbox.com. Talk to you soon. And remember, stay positive out there.